ride till I can't no more.
I got the horses in the back. Horse stock is attacked.
Is COVID-19 causing you worry, stress, and anxiety? If so, please continue to watch as we are going to give you lots of tips to deal with stress during this video. My name is Marlene.
And I'm Sam Fortes.
Welcome to COVID-19 Breakthrough Program, a program designed specifically to help you deal with challenges that are popping up through this difficult time.
If you are new to this channel, please subscribe. If you do so, we are going to give you a lot of tips, tools, and resources to not only just to deal with stress, but also a lot of tools to help you to deal with relationships, with your finances, with fear, and many other important subjects.
According to the World Health Organization, COVID-19 has had a massive impact on people's lives. There has been an increase in domestic abuse, loneliness, suicide, stress, anxiety, depression, and many other things. So Sam, are you depressed over COVID-19?
Well, in a way, because at the moment, I think most of us are a bit stressed, or if you like, a bit concerned over this COVID-19. But you know what? Even though I've been struggling with some stress and worries, even though in the beginning of the lockdown, I didn't know what to do, I had to take charge of my thoughts. So now, at the moment, I'm helping my clients and my students, stress, anxieties, and also, as I mentioned before, other issues such as these relationships, debt, fear, and so on. Actually, I'm about to launch a new book called Success Booster.
Wow.
Inside this, yes, that's right. Thank you. Inside this book, I share a lot of tips to deal with very challenging and tough situations.
Mm-hmm.
For example, if you really want to grow rich, live happy, and be happier, I would recommend you to subscribe to this channel so you can keep getting good tips and feedback and also advices.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's amazing, Sam. I can't wait to read your book. So what is your advice for people who are stressed or feeling anxious over COVID-19?
Wow, that's a great question. As I said before, all of us have stress and sometimes we are worried, we don't know what to do. The thing is to know what to do. So when I'm under stress, I usually have a 4-step process that I use to get rid of stress, worries, and anxieties.
Mm-hmm.
So the first step actually is what I call self-awareness. This is basically where you become aware of your thoughts. For example, if you are, let's say, you don't know what to do a certain way, let's say you just become aware. Let's put it that way because I don't want to complicate. The second step is to stop and breathe. Usually I have a 3 minutes breathing exercise where you close your eyes and you breathe in and out during 3 minutes. In this step, you just focus in your breath. You just breathe in like this for 3 minutes. So this will help you to relieve some stress and get control of your thoughts again. And then step number 3 is basically to switch your negative, stressful thoughts for positive ones. So basically you replace for your negative thoughts for more positive and, if you like, empowering ones. And the last one, which is step 4, is about the strategies. But anyway, I'm going to talk later on a bit about this step.
Brilliant, Sam. Thank you.
So what about you, Marlene? What do you do when you're under stress?
Right, so when I'm under stress, I do quite a lot of things, and especially being a mindfulness coach. I know how important our thoughts are. So it's like if we are thinking about things that happened before in the past, we become very depressed. and especially the negative things, obviously. And if we are thinking about things that might happen in the future, especially now with COVID-19 where everything's uncertain, then we feel very anxious. So it's all about knowing the power of now. So we have to do quite a lot of activities and in our minds be very aware of our thoughts so that we are trying to always bring our attention and the stories that go on in our minds into the present now. So it's also two things. It's about checking our feelings. So if we are, depressed and going over things that are going to happen, then is stopping ourselves when we see that we're having we're having those thoughts, and go and exercise. So that's if you're sad, Sam, your energy is quite low, isn't it? So you need to bring the levels of energy up. So go and exercise, go out in nature, and then instantly those levels of energy, they rise up. Or if you're angry, like your energy is way up there, but it's too much up there, isn't it? So you need to bring it down. So it's to do with your thoughts. Okay, what are you angry about? Is it factual? You're angry because the government has locked you inside your house and they're not letting you do all these things. So be factual. This is not forever, is it? So you have to then, have a conversation with yourself and tell yourself, like, this is not forever. It's just for now. And what we're doing is we're keeping everyone safe. I'm keeping myself safe. I'm keeping my family safe. So I'm just going to go with it. And then I'll be able to go outside again. Then the second thing is to distract yourself. When you've been aware of all your thoughts, then do the things that you like so that you are distracted and you're not engaging in that mental conversation with yourself all the time.
Wow, that's amazing. Thanks for sharing. Wow, it's very powerful.
Okay, so what about you, Sam? What strategies would you recommend people to deal with stress?
One of the one I would recommend is the one I just said, which is the 3 minutes breathing exercise, which is you breathe in and breathe out for 3 minutes. You just focus in your breathing, nothing else. This is the number one I would recommend someone to do. As you said, you want to get distracted for your stressful or negative thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you can go for walking. You can do some exercises. You can do some gardening. You can listen to a very calm and peaceful music. You can go for cycling. There's so many things you can do.
Sorry, Sam. I'm very interested. What do you do to distract yourself?
Myself, I usually, as I said, my first strategy is the breathing exercise. If I'm feeling angry or stressed, anything, is the breathing exercise. The 3 minutes one. Usually I do, let's say, if I'm at the house, inside my house, I do let's say, push-ups, 60 push-ups. Now that's because I'm someone who cares about my health. You see, so that's the second thing I would do. So you want to get distracted. And also, another one is listen to inspirational videos, going to YouTube, audiobooks, go for a walk with my kids. There is, just to name a few of them, because there are so many things.
Yeah, that's brilliant. That's very inspirational, Sam. Okay, so stick with us and we will help you through this. Together, we'll beat COVID-19. Together, we will become stronger and better. Together, we'll become warriors.
That's right. Together, we'll beat COVID-19 for sure. Now, we are just about to launch a new coaching program, as we said. If you'd like to find out more about our services, how we can support and help you in this tough and challenging time, please leave us a comment in the section below. Also, please comment, share, and like this video. Again, thank you so much for watching. It was a pleasure having you.
Yes, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye. Thanks. Bye-bye.